When we reach our 60s and beyond, something beautiful yet bittersweet begins to happen. We start to look back, not out of sadness, but out of understanding. We realize how quickly time has passed, how many chances we took, and how many we let slip by. The laughter, the losses, the quiet mornings, the arguments that didn't matter, the words we never said. They all come back, one by one, as teachers. Life at this stage isn't just about counting years. It's about harvesting wisdom from every seed we've ever planted, and sometimes about making peace with what we wish we'd done differently. Many people who reach their later years share one common truth. Regrets don't come from the things we tried and failed at. They come from the things we never tried at all. It's not the mistakes that haunt us. It's the moments we played it too safe. The times we let fear silence our dreams. Every conversation with someone who's lived long enough tells us the same thing. The biggest regrets are never about possessions or status, but about missed chances to live fully, love deeply, and forgive freely. One of the greatest regrets many people have after 60 is not spending enough time with the people who truly mattered. In youth, we chase careers, goals, recognition, and security, believing there will always be more time. We miss dinners, skip reunions, delay visits, all for later. Then one day, later doesn't come. The voices on the phone fade, the seats at the table are empty, and we realize that life's greatest currency was never money, but moments. Relationships are fragile threads that need constant weaving. The laughter of friends, the embrace of children, the companionship of a partner. These are the treasures that no achievement can replace. The lesson here is simple but profound. Never postpone love. If you think of someone, call them. If you appreciate someone, tell them. Don't let pride, busyness, or fear keep you from expressing what your heart knows to be true. Another deep regret people share is not taking better care of their health. When we are young, we treat our bodies as if they are indestructible. We stay up late, skip exercise, ignore warning signs, and promise to start next week. But our bodies remember every decision. The older we grow, the more we realize that good health was never just a blessing. It was a responsibility. Many seniors look back wishing they had eaten better, moved more, rested enough, and managed stress earlier. They say, "If I knew how much my habits would affect my energy and joy later, I would have changed sooner." The truth is, health isn't just about living longer. It's about living well. Every walk you take, every healthy meal, every moment of laughter adds not only years to your life, but life to your years. It's never too late to start treating your body with the respect it deserves. There is also the regret of holding on to anger for too long. Unforgiveness is like a heavy stone carried in the heart. It doesn't hurt the person who wronged us. It hurts us. Many people in their later years confess that they wasted too much time resenting others, replaying past hurts and refusing to let go. When they finally forgave, they found peace they hadn't known in decades. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting or excusing what happened. It means choosing freedom over bitterness. Life is too short to carry grudges that weigh us down. The moment we let go, the healing begins. Those who understand this truth early often live with a lightness of spirit that others spend years trying to find. Some people regret not taking risks, not because risk guarantees success, but because it guarantees growth. How many dreams died quietly because someone convinced themselves they were too old, too poor, too busy, or too afraid to begin? Many elders say they wish they had started that business, written that book, learned that language, or traveled to that country. They realize that fear of failure cost them more than failure ever could. Life doesn't reward hesitation, it rewards courage. You don't need to climb mountains or change the world. Sometimes the bravest act is simply saying, "Why not me?" Whether you're 60 or 80, the world still has room for your dreams. The best time to start something meaningful was years ago. The second best time is today. Another regret that echoes in the hearts of many is not living authentically. Too often we shape our lives around the expectations of others, parents, society, or even our younger selves. We choose careers we don't love, hide passions that make us happy, and silence opinions that might offend. Then one day, we look in the mirror and wonder, who was I trying to please? Authentic living is the courage to be yourself, even when the world prefers a version of you that fits its comfort zone. People who live authentically may not always have the easiest lives, but they have the truest ones. When the years pile up, peace belongs to those who stayed faithful to their hearts. Some elders confess they wish they had said "I love you" more often, not just to partners, but to parents, siblings, friends, and even themselves. Love unspoken is love that lives unfinished. We assume people know how we feel, but words have power. A kind word can heal wounds that silence never could. Gratitude, affection, and tenderness shouldn't be saved for funerals or special occasions. They should be part of daily life, small acts that make big memories. The regret of not expressing love is perhaps the saddest one, because it's so easy to prevent. Then comes the regret of not being present. In the rush of ambition and routine, we often live in yesterday's guilt or tomorrow's anxiety. But life happens only now. Many people over 60 say they wish they had paused more often to watch the sunset, to enjoy a walk without checking the time, to listen fully when someone spoke. The small, ordinary moments, laughter over tea, morning sunlight, music, children playing, are the ones that matter most. The art of living well is the art of noticing. If we don't slow down, we miss the miracle that is happening right before us. Another recurring regret is losing curiosity, the childlike wonder that keeps the spirit alive. Some people stop learning after retirement, thinking growth is for the young. But those who stay curious, who read, ask questions, explore new hobbies, often stay mentally sharp and emotionally fulfilled. The brain, like a muscle, thrives on challenge. Curiosity is the fountain of youth for the mind. Those who keep learning never truly grow old, they simply evolve. The saddest phrase in any language is, "It's too late." It never is, unless we believe it. There is also the regret of comparing oneself to others. Many seniors reflect on how much peace they lost by measuring their worth through other people's success. Social comparison steals joy at any age. True contentment comes from understanding that every life has its own rhythm, its own purpose. Your journey doesn't need to look like anyone else's. What matters is whether you lived in alignment with your values, whether you were kind, whether you grew, and whether you left love behind. And finally, one of the most profound regrets is not living with gratitude. People who focus only on what they lacked often miss the beauty of what they had. Gratitude is the lens that turns ordinary days into blessings. When we cultivate it early, it changes how we see everything. We stop waiting for happiness and start recognizing it. In the faces we love, the food we eat, the breath we take. Gratitude doesn't erase life's struggles, but it transforms how we carry them. Each of these regrets is not a tragedy, it's a reminder. A reminder that life is precious, fleeting, and still within our power to shape. No matter how many candles are on your cake, you can still rewrite your story. The purpose of reflecting on these regrets isn't to feel sad, it's to awaken something inside, the desire to live more intentionally from this moment onward. Imagine if every morning after 60 began with 3 questions. Who can I love today? What can I learn today? How can I make today matter? Those 3 questions alone could erase half the regrets people carry. Love deeply, learn constantly, and live intentionally. That is the trinity of a regret-free life. You see, wisdom isn't born from perfection. It's born from awareness. The most peaceful elders aren't those who avoided mistakes, but those who turned them into lessons. They forgive themselves. They focus on what remains possible. They don't chase youth. They embrace maturity as a gift that allows them to see clearly what truly matters. If you're watching this and you're 60, 70, or even 80, know this. You still have time to live without regret. You still have time to repair, reconnect, rebuild, rediscover. The clock may tick, but it hasn't stopped. There are conversations waiting to be had, dreams waiting to be lived, and laughter waiting to echo in your home. It's never too late to begin again. Regret grows in the shadow of hesitation, but hope grows in the light of action. So reach out to that old friend, start the painting you've postponed, Take that walk, sign up for that class, call your family, forgive that person, and most importantly, forgive yourself. You've done the best you could with what you knew. Now you know better, and that means you can do better. Every sunrise is an invitation to live differently. When your story is finally told, let it be said that you loved more than you feared, tried more than you doubted, and forgave more than you blamed. That is what it means to live wisely in your golden years. Life isn't measured by how long you live, but by how deeply you experience it. The greatest gift you can give yourself is peace, and peace begins the moment you stop living in the past and start embracing the now. So let's learn from those who came before us. Let's build lives we won't have to look back on with regret, but with gratitude. The time is not yesterday. It's not tomorrow. It's this very moment. And it's yours to shape.